Hi, I'm Charlie Sauer, president of the Market Institute Foundation and editor of U.S. Policy. Today, I want to talk to you about a problem that I'm currently seeing in government, an overregulation problem. You see, from Bernie Sanders to Josh Hawley, we're in an expansionary era of government, an era of antitrust peddling and regulation meddling. And while some might find these paternalistic intrusions okay or acceptable because of how they feel about a certain company or even a certain industry, the problem is that these intrusions have real effects on the economy, real effects on innovation, and real effects on our everyday lives. A glaring example of this is currently playing out in the cryptocurrency market, which is shaping up to be yet another unfortunate proof point, demonstrating to us all just how bad things can get when the government is just too big to stay out of the way. Cryptocurrencies are currently poised to change the way that we make transactions, track inventory, manage supply chains, and countless other areas that might not have even been developed or considered yet. That is exciting, but the government can't figure out a way how to treat cryptocurrencies, and yet the government is too big and intrusive to ignore them. So what we have is a hodgepodge of gray areas highlighted by idiosyncrasies in communication, enforcement, and future regulatory forecast. That means that companies are forced to make decisions today without standards and based almost entirely on an unclear idea of what future actions or inactions of government are going to be. This is the biggest problem facing the crypto industry in America today. One example of this is the government's decision on whether or not XRP is a security or not. While there had been no decision, there had been hints of where the government would rule based on other coins and statements from bureaucrats that made it seem like those in charge of deciding the coin's fate both understood the coin and the market. And while hints aren't great and aren't law, at some point you just have to keep moving in an industry that is developing as quickly as crypto. However, the SEC just decided that not only is XRP a security offering from Ripple, but they are now looking to enforce this so-called selling of an unregistered security going back 7 years. And while there might be some people that think that XRP is a security, there is nobody that can believe that enforcing this gray area going back 7 years does anything except completely paralyze this budding industry. In fact, the Ripple case has already sent a chill through many crypto industry startups, leading some to consider moving abroad where rules have been set up to restrain government intrusion instead of maximizing it. But government problems come in other flavors besides just gray. They also come with cronyism and favoritism. The SEC's Ripple complaint case was filed by an SEC led by former heads Jay Clayton and William Hinman, who it has now been reported both have what appear to be some glaring conflicts of interest on cryptocurrencies. So not only were there gray areas, but bureaucrats with conflicts of interest potentially leverage those gray areas to take out a competing solution. Conflicts of interest are a good reason unto themselves to limit government, but these are the types of actions that will shatter the SEC's credibility in the crypto community. In fact, these are the types of actions that can shatter a trust of government. An overly bloated government can't help itself. Government bureaucrats earn more power and have an incentive to take intrusive actions. And with such little guidance, it is almost impossible for them to do anything besides taking selective actions to pick winners and losers. The global crypto industry could be led by the US if the government would just get out of the way and stop trying to help. However, the crypto industry and the government's unnecessary intervention is just a symptom of the bigger problem, a reliance on big government, a belief that big government is benevolent, a yearning for the easy answer to the hard questions. We need to get back to a reliance and a belief in ourselves. We need to limit government. Limiting government limits the abilities for cronies to steer politicians. A limited government eliminates gray areas that slow down innovation and invite corruption. A limited government will help the U.S. unleash our amazing innovators and continue running the most robust economy in the world. I appreciate your time today. I thank you for listening. If you have any thoughts on this, please leave a comment below, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you next time. Thank you.